the Bill Yohnka Show. Welcome back. I'm Bill Yohnka. Paul. Eric Hoots. He was the candidate for community college. What is it? You call it trustee. The board of trustees. And Eric, he did something that I think is kind of a unique thing in politics. You know, when you run for something, a lot of times, you know, people get out there, they campaign, they put signs on their vehicles, they put signs in yards, they get on the radio talking about what they're going to do if they're elected. And Eric did something new, which I think a lot of people found refreshing. He did nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
And
did that prove effective?
Got 4,000 votes.
Yeah, I think I got like 4,300 votes.
4,300 votes doing nothing. Imagine if he would have just done a little bit of something.
So what did the winner get that did all the signs and everything? 5,000, 6,000?
Yeah, they got about 10, and Van Voorst got about, I think it was 7 or 8.
So the difference between doing nothing and doing a lot is maybe 3,000 to 4,000 votes.
Now,
doesn't seem worth it, does it?
Did you get close to Hugh in the race?
I was about 3,000 votes away. Like,
Close personally.
I did not. No, they never extended a hand of friendship to me. Actually,
did you call after the
I did not.
came
I did say on my Facebook that I would not concede till every vote was counted, and I stuck to that because I never conceded.
So you never got to the level where you could call him Conversion. That's his nickname.
Yeah, that is his nickname. Conversion. Really? Like Conversion Van?
Yeah. He likes that. He thinks that's a.
He likes that. Is he
no,
listening?
He does. I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
But wouldn't that be if your last name is Van something? It'd be kind of cool. It'd be Conversion.
Yeah. Right.
Would be a nickname.
Conversion.
Yeah, no, we never
Mini.
got
If you're
to
a
that.
small guy, you just go with Mini.
That'd be the wife's
They
name.
were very nice to me, though. We met outside the office when we lined up to get on the ballot, and they were very kind to me. They were looking at me with curiosity of wondering who I was.
They were probably a little taken back.
They were, yeah.
Is it
But now they know. They know that I'm out there, and I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Did you attend KCC? Was that
I did.
your background?
Oh,
I did.
That
So
works.
you had more recent experience than they did.
I did, and I thought it'd be good to get some youth on the board. That's never a bad thing to have some young people out there fighting for the rights of other young people.
Yeah.
I think the average age of KCC student is in the late 20s, like 28, 29.
Yeah,
right
my
range.
students have varied from like 18 to 50-something.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what's the average age of the board of trustees?
50?
Older than
60?
Yeah. Well, not that it has to match.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but it wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt just to have
And I had some, I had some things that I was looking forward to handling, but hey, when you do nothing, you should expect nothing.
But actually, while you, how old are you? You're what, 25?
24. 24. I just turned 24.
You're 24 years old, but you grow a beard that's comparable. I would say, Eric, this beard, that's like a
Since high school. That's
a 30-some-year-old beard.
Yeah.
I don't think that kid from Peoria can raise a beard. What's his name? Adam Schiff or whatever?
Yeah,
he's 26.
He's in Congress, yeah.
Shock. What's his name?
Something like that. You know who I'm talking about?
He's 26. I don't think he could raise a beard anywhere near that.
No, I don't think he can.
He was like the kind of kid who has 5 o'clock shadow by noon.
This is true. Yeah. It's been a talent, and it's one thing that I've been able to do better than all of my brothers. I have 4 brothers, and it's about the only thing that I've done better than them. That and run for the KCC board.
You got to find that one thing you can excel at.
This is true.
So you got 4,000 votes, and the next time you run for something,
it's going to be the mayor of Kankakee, my friend.
Oh, really?
I have a feeling I'm going to be running against, some good friends of mine.
Well, if Bill's in the race, we expect you to quit and throw all your support to Bill.
And I think
unless you want to end up in
a
a trunk in a landfill somewhere in a
That's
Buick.
like, Bill, someday me and you are going to be at great odds when we run for mayor against each other. Because when Bill starts running, that's when Eric Hoots starts running.
Oh, man. You don't want to cross Bill. Maybe you could be a...
but hopefully the educated voters in Kankakee will come out and vote on issues, and not just who they know.
Not just the fact that...
Yeah, I'd like to see Bill grow a beard. I'm looking at it right now, and
it's not going to work. It's going to be pretty
a little
transparent.
disappointed.
That's not his forte.
The Larry Bird. The Larry Bird mustache of beards. So, speaking of education, there has been some books that Carl has picked up from the book fair What'd you find, Carl?
I found a few things, and I actually gave one to Paul there because I thought he would do well. I see he's been scouring it a bit. A book by the title of which is Yankee Doodles. And there's a myriad of poems and all sorts of other
I like
bits of
poetry,
wisdom
you
in
know
there. Perhaps he's found a good one.
Here's a good one for you, right
Okay.
off the top. This is in the satire section. Be kind to all dumb animals, and give small birds a crumb. Be kind to human beings, too. They're sometimes pretty dumb.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah, we're just talking about voters, and there it is.
And you got some other books.
You know, I found a couple here, and I don't know what about them attracted me other than they look a little interesting, I suppose. One is by Jim Bishop, who was famous for the day Lincoln was shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now this may be foreshadowing, but he wrote a book on John Kennedy, A Day in the Life of President Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asked to do that, and it kind of takes one day in
One
the
day?
presidency.
That's a lot.
It's, what do we got, 148 pages worth of a day? But it says 8 a.m., the phone calls stop when the children come in to see their father. The President of the United States makes haste to drop his toast, his knife, pat his mouth, move the breakfast tray aside, and brace himself for the hugs and the kisses. And then the Kennedy White House, that was the children, of course, coming in with the hugs and the kisses. But then at 11 p.m., the President finishes his work. He puts the folder down on the couch, turns the papers right side up, and sits for a moment in thought. He closes his eyes and rubs the lids with his fingers. This is a lonely time. This is the story of a typical day in the White House as John F. Kennedy lived it. This is also a historic document which sheds new light on the martyred president as a human being and as a world leader. So, interesting reading here.
Bill's that way when Sam comes in the room. He just drops everything.
Drops everything.
Yeah.
Well, usually Sam knocks everything over, and then they pick it up together, though.
But here's another one that I don't know if Paul inspired me to pick this one up or not, but the title of it is Great Swindlers, a fascinating collection of some of the world's most incredible frauds.
Wow, that sounds
and
good.
It's filled with stories of folks who
who's in there?
Who
What's
swindled and
the-
frauded. Well, of course, Elvis Reyes.
These
I
are
don't know.
back like last
These are old-
century? or
old
last
folks.
Century before that?
Ivan Kruger. Swindlers who I'm not familiar with. Horatio Bottomley.
Looks like Norm Strasma.
Well, I don't know if we wanted to say that about Norm. We don't want to imply anything.
No, he's not just a physical thing.
Well, I think that these guys were good swindlers because they had a really trustworthy look.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying.
Bernie Madoff doesn't look that trustworthy to me.
He doesn't?
Well, with a name like Madoff, I mean, he's going to make Madoff with their money.
Yeah.
So, that was kind of
I
foreshadowing.
didn't give him anything. I'm okay.
You got a news item there, Paul?
I got an Ambrose Bierce over here. Oh, the news item is Dorothy Parker. Men seldom make passes at girls who wear glasses.
Indeed.
I think she was the one that did candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
You can lead a whore to water, but you can't make her think.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
That was another one.
You can lead a horse to water, but if you can make him float on his back, then you'd have something. Now, this is an Ambrose Bierce here, a little takeoff on the song. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of felony, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers fried young witches and applied whips to the Quaker's hide and made him spring. Remember, they used to have a good system of determining witches. They dunked them, though. He's talking about burning them. I guess they burned them. Did they burn witches in Salem, too?
I think so.
I thought they used that dunking system where if they survived, they were witches, and if they died, they weren't. That's a good system. Good system of justice.
Well, which is always needed.
Yeah, it saved a lot of time, trouble, plus provided entertainment.
I'm trying to bone up on my swindlers here. But,
be ready, huh?
I'm trying to find just
While Carl
the
bones
swindling
up on
part.
his swindlers, we'll let folks like Ava Java Coffee, Turn of the Wheel, G&G Printing all get a word in. Now, here on Talk AM 1320, WKAN.